No siema, siema, witam was serdecznie na moim kanale, ja jestem Ardel, a to jest kolejny odcinek naszych przygód z Henrykiem Deliverance II. Drodzy widzowie, nie przedłużam, wam życzę miłego oglądania. Jedziemy. W poprzednim odcinku trochę porobiliśmy sobie na parów, ale nie wiem, czy to coś da. Łamanie średnie.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. She's got unfinished work here. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? Like she got up and went straight out.
Używanie wytrychów. Obserwując rozmiar kursora, znajdź prawidłową pozycję wytrycha. Kiedy znajdziesz właściwe miejsce, kursor zmieni kolor na złoty. Zacznij obrać się przy użyciu D, i oczywiście utrzymuj wytrych we właściwej pozycji. Poziom trudności zero do poziomu skropkowania zamka. Obraz do momentu otwarcia zamka. Uważaj jednak, obrócenie zamka, kiedy wytrych jest w niskiej pozycji, może powodować niszczenie wytrycha i narobić hałasu.
Ah, damn!
Aha, super. Już po wytrychu. Beznadzieja.
Like she got up and went straight out.
Znajdź orzecha. Popytuj w gospodzie orzecha. Dobra. Ogarniemy się trochę i idziemy.
Good day to you.
God bless you.
What can I do for you?
Zgubiłem psa.
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Kopanina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Kopanina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
Co się dzieje w okolicy?
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Vostatek, Lord von Berghoff's huntsman, is a regular here. He might have some work for you. He's got a cottage near Vidlark Pond. So if you know your way round the woods, you could go and offer him your help. I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. One more thing. You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
Macie tu wodnika?
You have a water goblin here.
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Gdzie jest chatka wodnika?
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Co znaleźli?
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Gdzie ich znajdę?
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That sounds good. What's it about?
It actually came about by chance when the miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition. By the way, old Olbram from Zheleov keeps complaining about the Takovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here, and that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. Show me your wares.
Okej.
Maybe next time then.
Mind where you're going?
Careful!
I bought a lovely U-boat the other day.
Nowe zadanie. Ajku.
For a great price.
Nauczyciel fachu.
Didn't
A jakie zadanie jest?
you hear that? The king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand.
Powiem dużo bliżej. No tak, nie mam ochrony głowy. Kłopoty ludźmi Stachowa.
You having trouble with the Takovites?
I'd say it's time to get payback for all those shenanigans up there. You look like you might be good at that sort of thing. And since you're already here, why don't you help me out? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Chętnie pomogę.
Sure. If there's something bothering you, I'd be happy to help.
Listen up then. Those naughty Takovite bastards have this nice maypole in their village. They're so proud of it, you'd think it's a gift from the king himself. Especially Project. Nothing would teach them a lesson better than stealing it and putting it up on display here. Just to spite them.
Jest ten słup majowy.
So all I have to do is take their maypole and bring it to you.
Aye, exactly. But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right, I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head, understand? All I want to do is piss Project off.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off. You know, mess with him for stealing our maypole and our pasture. But remember, no violence, all right?
Of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see what an asshole he is.
Why don't you like the Takovites?
Because they're wankers. Arrogant wankers. Think they're above everyone else. But mainly, they stole our pasture, which has belonged to Gilliads since time immemorial.
How does someone steal a pasture, anyway?
Like a prick, that's how. Behind Takov, there's this strip of land leading toward the pond. It's supposed to belong to us, for grazing. There's an old tree there, and everything between the tree and the woods is ours. I was there when it was decided. Your age then, and I got a good beating under that tree, so I remember. And you can bet your ass I remember.
They beat you up under the tree? Why would they do that?
You bet they did. That's just how it's done, obviously. When we agree on something like this, we take a young lad and give him a good pummeling, so that he'll remember in case the others forget. And we pick a young boy because he has a good memory and, God willing, still has many years in front of him. It makes sense?
Aye, you're right. I remember we used to do the same back where I'm from. Did you take your pasture dispute to Lord Bombergov?
Of course we did. He asked the Thrust of its bailiff to resolve it, and he said we should sort it out amongst ourselves. And that if he heard about it ever again, he'll have both me and Project flogged. So that's that.
Gdzie jest ten... Żaby. Słup majowy Stachowa. A gdzie jest Stachów? Troskowice, Żelejów. Ajku, jejku.
Greetings to you too. Good day to you.
Keeping the bulls guarded all night, right? The fellas don't get any sleep, then they fall on their faces during the day.
God bless you. And couldn't she tell him to go to hell herself?
How can I help you today, friend?
900 w wilkach.
Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really
Walka
quite simple.
Henryka.
You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
I'd like to try the fights here.
Why not? But it won't be for free. If you don't have enough money, try to go and see Crazel at the mill. He recently bragged he was going to send someone here, but no one has come yet. Maybe you can come to some agreement together.
Fine. I'll go and see him, and we'll see.
Certainly. Have no fear.
Jest ten Crazy. O, daleko. Dobra.
Good day.
God be with you, Sir Knight. I'm Henry, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
And which one might that be? You see, I know several of them. It's an old and respected house.
Well, my lord resides in Ratai, on Sasau.
Him I don't know, but I rode with the old Captain Chenyak of Lipa when Emperor Charles was still with us.
Forgive me, sir, but that's before my time.
Well, of course, half a century has passed since those glorious battles against the Hungarian troops. Ah, and all I'm left with today is debts.
You have debts. Why? Because of the war?
On the contrary, when my neighbor Deslav was on his deathbed, he begged me to deliver his inheritance to his nephew. But that troublemaker is all fighting in Poland somewhere.
A will is a sacred affair. But are you really going to go all the way to Poland?
Certainly not. I'll leave the money in the hands of a monastery and be done with it. Problem is, I incurred a bloody fine on the way and had to pay it out of the inheritance.
So you fought for Emperor Charles, the father of our King Wenceslas?
Indeed I did. My boy, he was a pious and clever king, and as cunning as the devil.
So you stand with Wenceslas too?
Always. The apple has fallen far from the tree. Young Wenceslas is just a foppish coxcomb. Well, safe to say, it's all going to the bloody dogs.
Co mamy w kości?
So, sir, fancy a game of dice?
Gladly. I might just get lucky at last. What game would you like to play?
Nie mam kasy.
I actually
więc
don't want to play anything. See ya.
Wracamy do miasta, szukać Pauliny. Kurczę, myślałem, że od tego biegania chociaż nie wiem, stamina wzrośnie albo coś, ale nie.
Here's another one. Stretch pickings today.
Please let me go. I'll give you everything I have. All of it.
Oh, and let you snitch on me. Stop! You fucker!
Help!
Kuźwa. Szlak.
Take that! Too slow!
Czyli tu jest kilka.
I've been wet.
No to fajnie, to se pograłem. Masakra. Dobrze. Moi drodzy widzowie, to było na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Jeżeli ten się wam podobał, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Zachęcam was do pisania komentarzy pod filmikiem, zostawienia subika z dzwoneczkiem. Zachęcajcie swoich znajomych, by ten kanał subowali. I do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku. Siema.